Hey Julie, what's up? Thanks for sending these videos and thanks for giving a go on the training. I hope you're feeling better. And I know this is a tough time for all of us, and being sick really doesn't help. So, a common theme in these squats today. First, I want to ask you, how do you like the way squatting without the shoes feel? I think you look pretty stable, and I would suggest wearing your socks for your squats and your presses and even your deadlifts to kind of reduce and minimize any micro imbalances that we're going to get from a compressible material on the bottom of your shoe. So with the squats, I just kind of want to show you something that I think is causing a lot of what's going on here. And I think it's really stemming from the tightness of the bar on your back, which is caused by your wrist position, believe it or not. And I'll show you why. So you do a good job setting your back angle, okay? Now watch your elbows and watch your wrists. Now as you come down, I want you to notice your wrists and notice how they bend a little bit more as you come down, okay? So they're there, and they kind of bend as you're going down, alright? And what that's telling me is that's telling me that the bar is moving around on your back, okay? Now, what that does is you go to set your back angle. Now, because that bar starts moving around, you're forced to change your back angle. So your back angle is set there, and then when you come down, you're forced to bring your chest up a little bit. And this result will kind of push you forward a little bit. Anytime that bar is moving on your back, that is going to result in your body's angles and your center of mass to change during the movement. I've oftentimes see people squatting with broken wrists, and if they can display, competency doing the movement, and it doesn't affect their movement quality, I think that it's acceptable to kind of let slide. But I think honestly, like, fixing the wrist position and preventing the bar from moving and locking into position, I think is gonna really help and fix a lot of kind of what we're seeing here, okay? Obviously eating and being well rested helps too as well. But, some of these sets, you're doing pretty good. You hit depth here on that one. And you do drive up with your hips. So your movement, your gross movement, gross as in your total movement, is still pretty good. It usually always feels a lot worse than it actually looks. And I think these look pretty damn acceptable for the way that you're feeling. And that rep there was the best rep I've seen for this whole session. You set your back angle, you hit a good depth there, you drive up with the hips. But I think what we really need to focus on is just kind of getting the wrist straight. What that in turn, that's going to keep your upper back tight. And I like how you're not overextending anymore. You're definitely bracing and using your core. So once we could get that in a kind of unconscious action, I think that's going to help really solidify kind of your movement patterns because that's one less thing that can go wrong. Like I said, if the bar's moving around, it's going to change your center of mass. In return, what that's going to do, that's going to force your torso to change angles to adapt to the new bar position. So, well, Julie, keep chugging along. You're doing great. We'll adjust as we go forward, and we're looking for an upward trend. So don't feel too bad about not being able to get all your sets in. You could always view this as 20 total reps, and you don't have to stay within the confines of sets of 5. You know, 3 sets of 5 instead of 4 sets of 5. I'm fine with that. So as long as you're getting some work in and we're chugging along, we're going to keep making progress. So, progress isn't linear all the time, especially when we got a lot of other things involved in influencing our ability to recover and perform well. So keep up the good work. You're doing great. We'll keep chipping away at this, and we'll keep making progress.